Hi everyone, Stepan here, playing Kuros again. Okay, let's go d4. I'm seldom white against Kuros. He says hello, I'm gonna say good luck. What did he play last time? He played... what did he play? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I'll go c4. I think he played the Budapest? What the hell is this? Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna go knight c3. I'm not familiar with a6, I have to confess. What? a6? That move could be useful. Why? If he wishes to enter the Benoni, that's true. So if I go d5, there's b5. If I take... wait a minute, d5, b5. What's this? Let's not rush. So I could play knight f3. I don't have to take. In which case, why would a6 be a useful move? I could also go e3, avoiding all the problems with b5. Does he then play d5, transposing into a weird Tarash? I don't know this, so I'm either gonna play knight f3 or e3. Okay, I'm choosing to go e3. I don't want to face b5, since I'm unfamiliar with the setup. And he obviously isn't. Then let's try to play a normal game, where I'm claiming that a6 wasn't a useful move. I mean, the way I see it, if b5 isn't played, then a6 could be a waste of tempo. But we will see. I'm not obliged to play d5 and go into a Benoni, so why would I? Maybe now queen a5, knight e4? That seems unlikely. Okay, d5, we're gonna play an IQP. So knight f3, dc, bishop c, b5. Okay, now it seems like a useful move. Although... okay, knight f3, dc4, bishop c4, b5, bishop b3 is slightly worrying. Can I go c5 now? Now that a6 has been played? Because if I go c5 now, this is very close to a Panov Khan, where a6 may or may not be a good move. Unless there's e5 by force. So c5, Kuros is going to have to play b6 at some point. There could also be queen a5. I'm very tempted to play c5. I'm gonna try that. That seems unreasonable, but I like it. Going into a Panov Khan from... what was this? An attempt to enter a Benoni? Because in the Panov I have this position with black all the time. And normally you want to go b6. You don't need a pawn on a6. So c5 could be a good move here. So bishop f5 followed by knight b4 could be annoying. So if I go knight f3, bishop f5, I may have to go... Yeah, okay, I have to go knight f3 for now, preventing e5. If bishop f5, I may have to go a3, which is a move I would like to play anyway. It's not such a big deal. If bishop g4, I think I have bishop e2. Interesting position. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm trying to make it uncomfortable for Kuros by entering the Caro-Kann. He says looks like exchange Caro now. No. Panov Caro. It seems to me like a Panov. He's gonna have to play e6 or g6. That much is clear. If bishop takes e5, then d5 is hanging. But c5 is also hanging. I don't know. This is getting very exciting. Okay, he didn't play e5. I'm happy to see this. Now, I think I castle. And then I want to go a3, b4. I may also choose to go rook e1. He agrees that it's the Panov and says I know these structures better. Already trying to justify a loss, if there is one. Nah, I'm joking. But I really do think this is similar to the Panov, because I have this pawn on c5. So long term, my plan is to queen my c-pawn. I know that in these positions, when I have them with black, I try to play b6. So maybe instead of castling, I should have gone a3 to meet b6 with b4. But I'm not sure. For the moment on b6, I may still have queen a4. Where on queen d7... Okay, I'm happy to see this. So now I want to go a3, b4. Kuros is going to have to play for e5. So should I go bishop f4 now? But then there's maybe knight h5. Also, if I do play b4, there's knight e4. So I'm going to have to be careful about that as well. Okay, let's throw in h3 to give my bishop the h2 square. So now, if Kuros decides to take, that's okay. If he doesn't, then I have bishop f4, trying to claim the diagonal before queen c7 is played. But then there's queen b6. And I don't really have rook b1. Okay. e5 does not work. So do I go bishop f4? Bishop f4, queen b6, now there is rook b1. Okay, so now it's fine. Now I'm playing against e5 again. Although b6 looks very tempting now. I couldn't have prevented both threats, so I had to choose. I decided to prevent queen c7 instead of b6. Still, this bishop isn't ideally placed. On e7. Man, I wish I had time for one more move. Just a3. If knight h5, I can take it. If knight d7, I probably go rook e1. He can never play a5 because there's... Oh, I can also go knight a4 instead of a3. Why did I think there was queen b6? There's a pawn on c5. What am I talking about? I think I meant after b6, cb, queen b. Correct. Perhaps I should have gone a3 instead of... Okay, I'm gonna go knight a4 because at least I will force him to give away the d6 square and the b6 square if takes. I know that there will be e5, but I'll have bishop g5. So takes, takes, e5, bishop g5, threatening to take on f6 and take on d5. I know that I'm giving away e5. I'm aware. But I couldn't see a better option. Of course, he doesn't want to go b5 because then there's absolutely no pressure on my center. Okay. So cb6, knight b6, rook c1 seems promising. Because there will be no e5 or knight d4 e5. And I want to play b3 to prevent... Wait, am I missing something? Rook c1, knight d4, queen d4 seems okay. Rook c1, e5, yeah, okay, it's okay. If knight c4, I have b3. If e5, I can take. I have the bishop pair, and it's a wide open position. Also, if the c6 knight moves, I have bishop c7. That's sort of the main reason for rook c1 other than attacking the knight on c6. All I want to do is play against e5. And by removing the c6 knight, I'm doing just that. I don't see an alternative to rook c8, to be honest. Unless there's knight d4 and bishop f6, but there isn't, because I can take on b6. The knight's double attacked. And if rook c8, can I just go bishop e2? Wait, doesn't that lose to bishop c7? Why couldn't I play bishop c7 winning? If rook c8, I can just take the queen. Is this game over? It should be. Okay, weird blunder by Kuros. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's say good game. So I have 4 wins and a draw in my last 5 games. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's good. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Oh, but before that, sorry, let's analyze. If you're looking for a more effective way to learn openings, try out Chessbook. It's a great tool for studying openings. It's very easy to use. It focuses on moves that people actually play. It explains the plans in certain positions. And it's going to highlight the mistakes you made in your games. So once you connect your Lichess and chess.com accounts, it's going to focus on the mistakes you actually make. So you're going to be able to work on what matters most. You can import your repertoire either by hand or by, importing a PGN. So that's easy. Let's say save my progress. And you can then practice those moves. So if you go to, let's say, your black repertoire, you can see that mine is 89% complete. You can press import and you can use any of the PGNs I've prepared. You can find a bunch of them in the link description, in the description below. So import the repertoire and then you can start practicing it. So for example, if we go d4, d5, you can also have a bunch of pre-made repertoires from this position, and some of them are mine. I have created a Queen's Gambit declined opening repertoire for black, so you can start with that. I have created an e4, e5 full repertoire for black, and I have created the London system repertoire for white, and you can access them through Chessbook easily. So once again, once you connect your Lichess and chess.com accounts, you're going to be able to correct your opening mistakes. So for example, in this case, I play h6 in the tile, and let's see what mistake I'd made. So in this position, you played e6, play the correct move on the board. Wait, what's the move? I think I should go bishop e4. No? And here, this is a good example. I don't know. I don't know. Show me the answer. Queen e6 check. Yes. Okay. Damn. So you see what I'm talking about. I made the mistake in the game, and then once again, when I was reviewing it on Chessbook, I didn't know what to do. You can also practice all the moves in your repertoire, which is obviously one of the most useful things you can do. You can play through model games in your openings. You're going to get served games daily, and you can view performance by opening, which will be there once you complete your repertoire. Check out Chessbook by following the link in the description below. It's only $8 a month, even less if you pay yearly, and I hope you like it. Is this 16 moves? Wow. Okay. First, let's have a look at a6. So apparently this is a move. Normal variation? This isn't the normal variation. What the hell? Okay, c5. e3 has been played 31 times, so I'm guessing it's okay. cd, ed, d5. So what's wrong with c5 going into a Panov Caro-Kann? Nothing. It's a fine move. Yes, come on. Okay, knight c6. Knight f3 preventing e5. Bishop g4. Bishop e2. Someone says in the chat, is that what Greif plays? I don't know who that is. The improved Benko or something like that? Okay, I don't know. e6. Castles. Bishop e7. Now the question is, should I go a3 or h3? h3 is the best move. Takes. Castles. b4. Oh, nice. Nice, because the pawn is hanging. So with b4, knight b4, rook b1. I was debating between a3 and preventing b6 or bishop f4, but I was afraid that on a3 black may be able to play queen c7. So instead I played bishop f4, which is okay. b6, okay, knight a4, not good. Okay, and then knight d7 is a mistake. Yeah, because it now gives me the option to go rook c1. Yeah, I couldn't see an alternative to rook c8. This just loses to bishop c7. I'm just up a million pieces. Yeah, I don't know. This was a very quick win. Thank you guys for watching. I mean, Kuros blundered. Thank you. Stay tuned for more chess. Bye-bye.